Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the CNR R&D Office Director and Program Office Q&A. My name is Joanna Taylor. I work in the Integration Office, and I am the lead for the CINR R&D call. This Q&A session is being recorded and will be posted on the NIEP.gov website before the end of business on Friday. During this session, we'll be going over Topic Area 2, Existing Plant Optimization, and Topic Area 11, Licensing, Safety, and Security. We will begin the session by hearing opening remarks from Aaron Gravel and then John Gilligan. And then we'll turn the time over to the Office Director and Program Managers. We will then follow up with questions. I'll turn the time over to Aaron.
Okay, thanks, Joanna. As Joanna mentioned, I'm the Director of the Office of External Innovation, which is in the Office of Strategic Crosscuts, and my office has responsibility for the Nuclear Energy University Program, or NEUP. And we're excited to have released the FY26 CINR R&D NOFO on Monday this week, along with 3 additional university NOFOs. So please take a look when you get a chance at the NIEP.gov website for links and information on all of those opportunities, including the one that we're discussing today. So I do want to thank you for joining us for the CINR R&D Q&A. And this is our session formerly in previous years known as our office hours event. We appreciate your participation given the short turnaround from announcement to this event and opportunity. And we also appreciate everybody's patience as we've made adjustments this past year with some change that often comes when we have administrative changes in our country and agency. And I also want to acknowledge that all of our university program NOFOs have been reviewed and are linked or tied to the important work and administrative priorities of the President of the United States and the Secretary of Energy that are focused on nuclear energy. So with that, I do thank all of you for being here today. I'll be listening into the discussion and to your questions and to the responses, and hopefully we have a great session here and help answer some of your questions on these topic areas. Just a reminder, these sessions are being recorded, and there's also an email address if you are watching this later and you have a question that wasn't asked or answered in this call. Please send your questions to the provided email address, and it's also the email that's listed in the FOA or the NOFO itself. But please submit your questions and we'll get written responses back to you as well. And with that, I'll go ahead and turn a few minutes over to John Gilligan for introduction. Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron. I'm John Gilligan. I'm Director of the Integration Office at INL, and which includes NEUP. Thanks for being with us. I want to thank DOE too and Aaron and his team and others at DOE for pushing our program forward. There's been a learning curve, of course, with this new administration and moving things forward, but we're seeing a lot of progress now, as Aaron mentioned. So hopefully we'll be able to catch up here in the future with not only NOFOs, but awards and everything else. So appreciate you being with us. I did want to bring to your attention, there are some new work scopes this year. And go back, and if you've submitted before, make sure you understand what the new work scopes are, if they might have been revised a little bit. So pay attention to those as well as the new ones. So that's exciting in itself. So I appreciate you being here, and we'll stick around. There'll be questions and answers either through the chat, or you can answer or ask your question through the orally as well. So please stick around, and we'll be around too to answer those questions. So I'll turn it back over to Joanna. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Aaron. Dawn, are you on?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'll let you get started then. Thank you so much.
Hi, thank you very much. I thought Chris was going to go first, so.
Oh, yep, Chris can go first.
Okay,
I
I'll
just
let
can't.
Chris
I
go
just
first.
can't see anybody, so I'm not even sure who's on. So, yep, Chris, go for it.
Go, Chris.
Oh, okay, I'll go first. Give me 1 second, and I'll share a couple of slides. Okay, hopefully you can all hear me. I'm Chris Bunting, the director for NE51, our reactor sustainability group. Go to our next slide. So, just so you can kind of see who we are and what we do. So also in my group, we have Jason Marcinkowski, who is the federal program manager for integrated energy systems, and we'll mention the programs just briefly. And he also supports the light water reactor sustainability program, and we'll touch on that as well. Dan Warner is our federal program manager for the Advanced Reactor Safeguards and Security Program, and he also supports as a federal program manager on the Light Water Reactor Sustainability Program as well. I've got here listed our national technical directors. So in these awards, we also have laboratory staff involved in the review. So I wanted to point those out. So I kind of mentioned these, but we have 3 main programs in here: the Light Water Reactor Sustainability Program. We'll touch on a little bit more, but it's our only R&D program that's focused specifically on our existing reactor fleet. Our integrated energy system. So and we will touch on these more, but energy products that we can see, specifically nuclear energy products, beyond grid baseload, and our advanced reactor safeguards and security, which includes physical security, cybersecurity, and MCNA. I do want to highlight just some of the things from the nuclear executive orders that we saw that came out this past May. Specifically, we saw some very strong guidance towards plant uprates and restarts, as well as actually within direction to the NRC, the policy to expand nuclear energy from approximately 100 gigawatts now to 400 gigawatts by 2050, which we take under our programs to mean obviously a very large increase in new nuclear energy products, but also the continuation of the existing fleet. If Dan's online, would you like to take the next 2 slides?
Surely. Good morning. As Chris mentioned, I'm Dan Warner. I'm the Federal Program Manager for the Advanced Reactor Safeguards and Security Program, and also for the Physical Security Pathway under the LWS program. So the Advanced Reactor Safeguards and Security Program really tries to align with the current administration's executive order of deploying advanced nuclear reactors, and really by helping with efficiencies and cost effectiveness for physical security and material control and accountability support. So we want to make sure that these reactors are deployed with the appropriate physical protection, cybersecurity, and material control and accounting measures. And these are in line with the current regulatory process and also to meet future regulatory needs. And we're looking at new approaches needed for material control and accounting, typically for the more exotic fuel types like pebble bed and molten salt reactors. Physical protection systems, looking at driving operational costs down, leading to much more efficient protection strategies, and doing a lot of safeguards and security by design up front with advanced reactors to ensure that all this stuff is built in from the beginning. And then cybersecurity, obviously, especially for advanced reactors, we're looking at increased reliance on digital systems. So there is a greater need for secure systems and efficient cybersecurity controls to protect them. Next slide, please, Chris. So ARSS works with researchers from various labs, including Argonne, Brookhaven, INL, Los Alamos, ORNL, Pacific Northwest, Sandia, and Savannah River. We are looking at really strongly supporting security and safeguards by design approaches, doing upfront work, and also incorporating that into how you actually physically lay out your plant is going to provide a much better effectiveness and cost efficiencies to be able to make sure you're meeting those regulatory requirements, especially key for smaller advanced reactors like microreactors, where just having a few extra bodies on site for physical security can have real impacts to cost effectiveness. We interface with NE4, specifically the Impact, the Materials Protection, Accounting, and Control Technologies program, as well as with the NNSA, with the NA24 ARISE, or Advanced Reactor International Safeguards Engagement Program, and NA21's INSTAR for International Nuclear Security for Advanced Reactors, intended to coordinate the domestic and international approaches to safeguards and security throughout the life cycle of the fuel. And they're important, especially when working with vendors, to make sure that we have consistent designs that are able to be deployed both domestically and internationally, and trying to be as efficient and cost effective as possible.
All right, thank you, Dan. Next, to go a few more into a little more depth on our integrated energy systems program. As we're all aware, we have the nuclear reactor, that's how we create our energy, but how can we use that? How can we use that beyond just strictly baseload electrical generation? And so that's been concepts that have been and are under exploration here. And we believe, through both the electrical generation and using the thermal energy, we can create a variety of products at price points to affect a large number of industries, and which can be quite attractive and quite a way to expand nuclear energy and advance the deployment of additional reactors as more energy products are available in that portfolio. Under this program, we have 4 pillars of support. So the national impact pillar, which looks at a lot of the potential market environment, the environmental impact of the different systems, and how we can get them into various industrial applications, fuels, chemicals. How can we get nuclear energy into the transportation sector? So that provides a lot of information to the program at large and the direction that we can go. We also have our nuclear applications R&D, which looks more at the site or the different reactor types and how that they can be best integrated for these different nuclear applications. And then we have our thermal systems R&D and chemical conversion R&D, looking at more of those specific areas of use of the nuclear energy, either through a thermal energy product or a conversion over to a chemical product that could be used in various things, including fuels for transportation and other products. So, and then our program manager for this area is Jason Marcinkowski, who is not able to attend today. And then the last program we have is the Light Water Reactor Sustainability Program. We have actually been undergoing a pivot on this. So if you've seen briefs previously, you'll see we have updated a few things. The executive orders that I mentioned earlier, expanding nuclear energy capacity by 2050, also pursuing uprates, 5 gigawatts by 2030, are things we've definitely taken into account and have included into this program as part of the pivot to really address the most pressing issues with the industry, understanding that many of the markets are looking at needing a lot more electricity to meet their projected demands over the next 5, 10, and even beyond. So that's really where this program is going. We have, as part of the pivot, we've actually gone from 5 pathways down to 4. So we have our capacity expansion pathway that's really looking at the things like the uprates, plant restarts, capacity factor improvements, how we can support the fleet in extending fuel cycles from the reactor side based on work that the fuels community is working on. So there's a lot of really good things, and it really aligns with the near-term objectives that are coming out of the executive orders. We have our plant optimization pathway, which is including a lot of new technologies. We're really excited about what we can do in this pathway to help reduce the costs and to provide plant efficiencies through maintenance and operations, really incorporating new technologies, both artificial intelligence, AI, what can be done with machines, what can be taken off the human burden and advanced with new technologies. So there's a lot of really neat opportunities there. The next pathway we have is our long-term performance. It gets the basis on what we were doing from our materials research, but going beyond. As I mentioned, they expand the nuclear capacity from 100 gigawatts to 400 gigawatts by 2050. Keeping these plants in operation beyond 2050 is absolutely vital to achieving that objective, that national policy. So this pathway is really, how can we build on the research we've done to enable the plants to bring in new technologies, new approaches, and really get the most out of the plants as far as a longevity perspective. The last pathway we have is our protection assurance pathway, and that's to help on physical protection and other security type areas that the plants need, incorporating new technologies and addressing either existing threats in new ways or new threats so that these plants can operate efficiently and effectively. And also what we've seen is just a very labor burdensome process, and applying new methods, approaches, and technologies in an area we believe that there's a great deal of advantage for the existing fleet, and likely an opportunity for those to be incorporated into other advanced reactors as well. I just wanted to touch a little bit on topic area 2. This one has been reworked, so I just wanted to point out, there's kind of some new areas in line with the executive orders. The expanding plant capacity and power output is definitely something that is a high priority. Extending the plant operational lifetime is as well. I will note that, artificial intelligence and how we incorporate new technologies is something that, well, I didn't call out in the 2 executive orders on the call out, is definitely within executive orders, and something we see is very important, and meeting the needs through increased power capacity on national grid is definitely an imperative. In this area, we also see, those challenges that affect the existing fleet, and how projects and proposals can do that as being a big part. Kind of some key considerations is just, I'll highlight, use of artificial intelligence and machine learning to advance nuclear is definitely something that has been communicated to us as a high priority. I identifying the key challenges in this area, being able to get input from industry, through engagement or partnership or understanding that those challenges, I think will really help out in projects in this area, and also just the executive order alignment, as I mentioned earlier. So that is what I have. Thank you, and I'll pass it to Don or whoever's next.
I think it's my turn now.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Chris. I'd like to double up on the key considerations that he included in the last set of slides. It also applies to us. I'm the acting office director. I'm trying to figure out how to share my, there we are. Acting office director for the Office of Materials and Chemicals Technologies at NE43. We also have a lot of crosscuts with our sister offices at NE5 and NE8 and even environmental management. So our programs definitely aren't siloed, and we try to collaborate as much as possible with relevant parties outside. And NRC, don't forget the NRC. Next slide, and online for later Q&A will be the subject matter experts in the various programs that's run out of 43. We have Kimberly Gray. She's the SME and the lead for off-gas capture and immobilization and advanced waste form development. We have Bill DeCool, aqueous separations, vapor phase separations, and hybrid Zersex. Nathan Filipovich, a new entrant to our team and a welcome one, pyro processing and molten salt chemistry. Tanzel Selika, the materials impact discussion that was mentioned earlier under Chris's group, and also for EBR2 and HALEU production, and also recycling. And then we have Ming Tang. He's the lead for innovative nuclear materials. So for the Q&A portion, I'm going to hand off to the various SMEs to answer those questions. So a little bit about our office. The mission, as you can see, is really on recycling technologies to improve resource utilization and reduce the repository burden, and obviously proliferation control. In that, we have 4 areas right now, which is accelerated EBR2 processing, recovery of HALEU material, and waste minimization at Idaho National Labs. Used nuclear fuel from EBR2, aqueous processing and vapor phase separations, pyro, molten salt chemistry and fuel salts, and off-gas, like we mentioned earlier. For impact, should I see now?
No, you can go very quickly.
Okay, for impact, okay, the subject matter will come in the end, I guess. So impact's a little unique and very important because it's not just back end, it covers the whole fuel cycle. It's to develop real and near-term technologies and analysis tools and advanced integration methods to support the entire fuel cycle, not just for light water reactors, but also for advanced reactors. And here you can see some bulletized technological focus areas that we have listed. For innovative nuclear materials, they are really focused on heavy R&D, low TRL items, next generation fuel claddings and in-core materials. It's not just the fuel system, but it's not just the fuel meat and clad, but it's the actual fuel system as well, including in-vessel components. And they also address materials recycling and reuse technical areas. And then on the latter side, you see several bullets of technology focus areas. And here we have the several topic areas that have been provided. They're the same as last year's, and the Fed program manager leads for each topic areas. Industry collaborations are always useful and beneficial for both the DOE and to meet its executive order directives. So please consider that. But this is primarily an R&D mission and one of the few areas where we can focus on pure R&D. So we understand that NEOP has a very special and useful area for the DOE as far as execution goes. And that's all I have. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave it to the team now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think we can open up to questions. Madeline, just a quick question for you. Did you want to share your slide in this session or next session? Next. Oh,
Hey,
okay,
Joanna,
never mind.
can I just say a couple of things about impact? Specifically, what we are looking
let the 43
for.
people speak. Yeah, go ahead, Tansel.
Sorry, Madeline.
Okay.
I am under 11, so it is important to mention what we are looking, but we are not looking. Impact program, materials protection, accounting and control technologies program. Now we have a new website. You can go check what kind of research we are doing just to avoid the duplication. It is impact.lenel.gov. Again, impact.lenel.gov. But just to give you a little bit hint about what we are doing, impact program ongoing research. We do process monitoring for MCNA, radiation detector development, nuclear material accountancy modeling. We do have data analysis and integration. We do have physical protection system modeling. We have argon hot cell gamma spectroscopy, optical analysis methods for elemental and isotopic composition, and molten salt elemental and isotopic composition for measurement systems. What we are not looking for, that is important to mention, we are not looking for nuclear forensics or nuclear fusion applications or personnel dose monitoring, nuclear medical isotope production or nuclear medicine related technologies are not covered by impact program. Also, please do not apply for non-proliferation purposes or nuclear weapons R&D under impact program work scope. Thank you. I just wanted to mention these things. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanzel. Appreciate that. Janelle, I see that you had a statement you wanted to make.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the mute button.
No, you're good.
So
You're good.
you can hear me? So hi,
Yes.
everyone. My name is Janelle Eddins. I'm the acting director for the Office of Advanced Reactors. And most of my topic areas were covered under the previous session, but the one program that wasn't covered was the Advanced Reactor Regulatory Development Program. And in that program, we work very closely with the NRC and with industry to help resolve regulatory challenges that are impacting wide-scale deployment of advanced reactors. So we support research on high-temperature gas reactors, molten salt reactors, gas-cooled reactors, and fast reactors to help reduce regulatory risk and to help generate data to support design and licensing. We're also working very closely with the NRC to support the executive orders that Chris mentioned. So we're looking for methods of accelerated advanced reactor licensing. So we'd be very interested in any innovative ideas you may have to support those topic areas. Thank you.
Thank you, Janelle. Okay, we have a question. IES isn't explicitly mentioned in the description. Would research on integrated energy systems fall under topic area 2, existing plant optimizations? And would this also include IES research integrated not only with light water reactors, but also with advanced reactors such as SMRs and MMRs?
So the IES program covers any reactor, because it's really more of a product than a reactor technology itself. Now, would probably have to look at topic by topic. I would see them most likely fall into either topic 1 or topic 2. But we could probably look, like, if there's a specific topic area that's submitted, we could look at that and give kind of a more where would it fall best.
Thank you, Chris. Another just comment is it's best to read all the topic areas, and then you determine where you think it fits best. So
Time to time, it is possible to move proposals from one topic area to the other based on recommendations from the program managers or approval by the PI. That does happen. We don't like to do it, but it does happen if we feel like a proposal is going to be more successful in a particular other topic area. So just keep that in mind too. If at some point we reach out to you and ask you to move a proposal from one area to the other.
we did get another question. Does risk-informed research for cost-effective security management better fit within topic area 2 or 11?
Dan, do you have any perspectives on that?
Yeah, I was wondering, what is topic area 11? I'm not sure what that one is.
That one's licensing, safety, and security.
Or I thought that was 10. Okay. I would say that fits better within topic area 10 or 11, the licensing, safety, and security one. That definitely is something that we would be interested in seeing a potential application for.
Thank you very much.